You stink, bro. Where did you come from? Did you just poop out a little one? Hey dudes, John here. Today we're going to be talking a little bit about Minecraft. Some of the worst and best ideas that have come out for Minecraft. And I honestly believe that best or worst ideas are pretty subjective because everybody has their opinion and everybody's opinion is different. So this is just my opinion and may not necessarily be yours, and you guys could let me know in the comment section below. So there's been a lot of people requesting a lot of these different things, and a few of them are just my ideas in particular that I think would make the game a little more fun or a little more interesting, and maybe add a little bit to the gameplay itself. Now there have been recent videos of people stating that a lot of these things are just flat out bad ideas. Now, I don't think they are, and I'll explain to you why for each individual one. So the first one that I see a lot of people requesting is more mobs. And yeah, I agree there should, specifically when it comes to the bad mobs. Bosses would be amazing. If we can find bosses in specific dungeons, it would be really quite amazing to find like a zombie boss or a skeleton boss that are a little more difficult to kill than just a simple zombie or a skeleton, because quite honestly, they're really easy just to slash a couple hits and they're down, including creepers. If there was like a creeper boss of some sort, something massive like that, or not necessarily, they don't necessarily have to be giant, just something kind of more difficult to kill, so that way there's something to look forward to kill other than just the Ender Dragon or the Wither. I know those two are considered bosses, but it'd be nice to have more regular spawns of bosses in the overworld as opposed to some that you have to specifically find challenges for. Another one would be lighting. So in Minecraft, we're very limited on lighting. We have Glowstone, in my opinion, is really ugly. I think Glowstone is probably one of the ugliest blocks in the standard texture pack. Until you get to like plastic and some of the other ones, then it gets to be a little more attractive. If there was a nicer version of it, I know there's the sea lanterns, but those are really hard to get, especially when you're in survival. They're really difficult to find and really difficult to get. So to suggest sea lanterns, even though they do look really nice, they're really hard to use, or really hard to obtain while you're in survival. While you're in survival world, I wish it was something a little nicer, maybe even on the side of a torch. I have seen in a lot of mod packs, not on Xbox obviously, on PC, that they took the torch and they just made the head the light. Just the top 4x4 block, or the 2x2 block, the part that is the torch, and that is just the lamp, and that can stick on anything, and it just looks like a little tiny dot, and it looks really quite amazing. So that wouldn't take quite a whole lot of modifying of this texture right here. It would just be removing the wood portion of the torch on the bottom, and that would look really, I think, really nice, quite honestly, in a lot of scenarios for houses, for buildings, for structures. Because look at this, we have torches literally everywhere, and although they do look nice on top of the fences, I think they look kind of silly down here on the in this area here, where I think just some like side lighting would look really, really nice. I love the fact that we have slabs and stairs. Why can't we get them in things like clay? Why does clay have to be a solid block? Why can't we make stairs and slabs out of clay? Now we have it in wood, obviously, we have it in stone, and then we can't get it in smooth stone either. You can get the smooth stone slabs, but they're not the same. I mean, they look similar, but even with the new purple blocks, we can already get stairs and slabs. We can't get that with stuff like clay and with smooth stone like this. We're stuck with these stone slabs, which, although they look nice together, they're not the same type of texture. To me, it doesn't match up, and I don't understand why we don't have slabs for those things. And I think they'd be quite easy or simple to make. And I understand that doing anything in Minecraft for Mojang and 4J Studios to make sure that it translates over to the Xbox and the PlayStation and the Wii is a lot of work. But I don't see why something that's so simple can't translate over to, say, the clay blocks, or even something as simple as the wool. Because although wool blocks are nice looking, it'd be nice to be able to make yellow stairs or a yellow half slab. That way I could match up the rest of my house without having to use stuff like stone or wood. Another huge one, and I heard a rumor that, and I don't know if this is true or not, there is a mod for it. There's actually mod in a lot of mod packs for this particular mod, and it takes place in the sky. It's called the Aether. It's another dimension that was allegedly made by Minecraft, by Mojang, a long time ago. Whether that is true or not, I don't know. However, again, it's another one of those things that's in a lot of mod packs. And what it is, it's basically sky islands that you have to get to by planting a vine. A vine takes off growing into the sky, and you climb up into this vine, and it goes into the clouds. As soon as you touch the cloud then teleports you over to the Aether. And the Aether is, again, it's just a bunch of sky islands in the sky that they're not much different than what you see here. It's just really unique and something different to see, and maybe adds another bit of depth to the game of Minecraft. Now, we've already seen like a new type of dimension, at least for consoles. It's already been on PC for quite some time, is the end cities. And that is really cool and kind of brought a little bit of invigoration to those of us that have been playing Minecraft for quite some time to see something, especially on console, to see something new like the end cities. However, the end cities are tricky because you do have to defeat the end dragon in order to get to them. Now, if I'm in no place to get to said end dragon, nor to beat the end dragon, I'm never going to get to that end city, which is challenging in itself. But it would be nice to have something here again in the overworld that would take us to yet another dimension that makes a lot of sense in this particular game. Another one of those things that throws me off is fishing. Fishing is one of those things that just kind of happens. There's an egg in the water there. If I were to throw this hook at this chicken here, I can actually reel it in. Why not have schools of fish? So I know where to go fishing as opposed to just sitting here and waiting. I have waited for many minutes sometimes, not being able to catch anything because there wasn't time for fish at that point in time. But if we see schools of fish and we go fishing around those schools of fish, wouldn't that make more sense to be able to catch one of those actual existing fish? And there are like five or six fish now in Minecraft. And it would be nice to have something other than just the squid in the water, as we have other animals, hey horse, and pigs and cows and sheep and everything else on our mainland. And now we're getting birds, which is going to be really exciting. I can't wait for those. That's going to be parrots, actually, I think is what it is. They're gonna spawn in jungle biomes. We have cats and dogs and everything else in between. We just don't have fish. And we can catch fish, we can kill fish, but it would be nice to be able to catch fish and keep them alive and maybe possibly put them in a fish tank. That would be really, really unique and something very nice to have in the game of Minecraft. Another one that people think is a horrible idea. I think it's an excellent idea, and I'll let you guys kind of let me know what you think in the comment section below, is chairs. Currently, if I want to sit down, I have to like make a chair where I can, I can put down something like this, and I could put this on here and this on here, and I could, I could squat down, and I could pretend to sit, but I'm not sitting. I'm just squatting, and it's lame. Quite honestly. The reason why I think it's lame is because there are many situations where I've come across, especially in my Epic world, and I'm sure a lot of you guys have come across it, where you would like to sit down. Like maybe create a table and chairs. If I were to build a table right now and flip this upside down like this, I mean, it's still, I suppose it looks like a table. But this chair, I can't really sit in this chair anymore. I look like I'm standing on top of the table. I'm no longer sitting at the table anymore. I'm standing on the table with the food and everything else. And it'd be nice to be able to do that. Along the lines of food, being able to place other foods than just cake. Right now we only have the option of placing cake. It'd be nice to be able to place food onto a plate. It'd be exactly the same as placing down an item frame, but I can't place the item frames on the top. If I were able to, like, I can place the item frame there, and I can place the pork there, and there. I have my pork in an item frame. But how much easier, or how easy would it be to be able to take that same item frame, maybe make the outside of it white, and place it on the table, so that way I can place my pork on the item frame, and now I have a plate. I think that would be an easy solution, and quite honestly, very easy to add to the game of Minecraft. Another one that I think is an excellent idea is backpacks. Right now we have a basic inventory, right? So we can go into our inventory and we have our, 9x3 slot here plus our hotbar. So we can carry a lot of stuff, but it would be really nice to be able to carry a backpack like a horse has the saddlebags. It'd be nice for us to be able to carry the same backpack. That way we can put the stuff in the backpack, put our backpacks in a chest if we want to, and all of our items would stay in that backpack. So we will be getting those soon in the way of like a shulker box where you can pick up the box and set it aside. But however, they only hold so many items, so it's not like you can carry a lot of items in those shulker boxes. You'll be able to break it, but at the same time, you do have to go get those shulker shells from shulkers, which are in the end city. So again, you have to defeat the end dragon in order to get those That's way later in your gameplay, and it'd be really nice to be able to have a backpack to go travel through your world, especially in Xbox One and PlayStation 4, where the worlds are really, really massive. It'd be nice to be able to have that much room in your inventory so you can collect more things. Another thing I think is a fantastic idea is structures. And I know that the mansions are going to be coming soon. The Dark Oak mansions will be coming soon. But as far as structures go, this is it. Other than the basic dungeons, when you see the Desert Temple, the Water Temple, the Jungle Temple, and that's the most that you're really going to see other than dungeons underground. Maybe not necessarily a city, but maybe a structure or a building somewhere in the world that you run across that has some sort of purpose to it. Like right now we see those little wells. You've seen the wells. I'll put a picture of the well right here. But it's the most useless structure in the world. And it's like 1 in 1,000 worlds will get this little well that is entirely useless. But if we had another type of house, something other than a villager house, something unique, some kind of either like not necessarily a temple, but maybe like a church or a store or a trading post or a train station, I don't know. One that I'm kind of torn on, but I think would add a level of gameplay to the survival mode of Minecraft that I think would be a lot of fun would be a thirst bar. And now a lot of people are like, why do you need a thirst bar? Because quite honestly, do you really need to be thirsty? You're already hungry. We already have to find food every few minutes. Wouldn't it kind of suck to have to go get water? Yes and no. If you're playing survival where you're actually trying to survive the night and you're actually collecting materials all the way through and you're building your own things, not like my world. This world is all creative. This is actually Liam's world, and Liam and I and Ethan, we built this world all in creative. There are a few things that we did in survival, but for the most part, it's all done in creative because it's just a fun way of building as a family. But as far as the survival world goes, let's see, Ethan and Liam HD. There it is. As far as the survival world goes, I think it makes a lot of sense because there's a lot of games out there like 7 Days to Die and such, like games like that, where thirst is a really big part of it. As a matter of fact, a lot of mod packs have added thirst as an option in your, as not even an option, as a requirement in your hotbar, to add a thirst bar right above the hunger bar or wherever you might put it, because we already have the armor bar above our health bar. The thirst bar above the hunger bar would make a lot of sense. We already have the glass bottles, so we can already drink out of them, so it already makes sense that we could get thirst. There's plenty of water around, and you can fill this up, and you can drink it because you can drink water all the time. And if you have an endless water supply near your house, it's just one of those things that added things to Minecraft to, I think, make it feel a little more realistic in the survival sense of the game. One thing that I've always wished for, and the first one came true, which was really awesome, was stained glass. Stained glass was amazing. When it came true on the PC and then they brought it onto Xbox, it was amazing. I was really excited about that. And now we're going to be able to do that with our beds. So if I were to take a bed and throw some dye on it to be able to dye the beds, that's happening now soon as well. But it'd be really cool if we could take something like doors, and I could have a purple door or a red door. And that would be really cool. All you can do is right click the door, and these door styles are all per the type of wood. So each one of these doors is different shaped per the type of wood. It would be really cool if we could stain the door, just like on the wood planks. It'd be really cool if we could stain the planks of wood. Now they would keep their same tone. They would just have a hue of, the purple or the blue or the green or whatever color I wanted to stain it. Just like your houses in your neighborhood, not every house looks like this. Not every house looks like stone. It's really bizarre to me that we can't add color. Yes, you guys are saying, John, but you can use clay and you can use wool. Yes, you can, absolutely. But I happen to like the texture of the wood. I think wood siding looks really cool. I don't know if it would be useful or not. However, again, I keep reverting back to mod packs. And the reason why I keep talking about mod packs is because Minecraft, although has mods on PC, we're not going to see mods on the Xbox and the PlayStation anytime soon. And when we do, I guarantee they're going to be in realms. They're not going to be something that we could just download and install them on our regular worlds. Or if we can, they're all going to be pay. But one particular mod that I think makes a lot of sense, and it's all due to because of this guy right here. There is 4 or 5 variations of this guy, plus the illagers that are going to be coming out. They're all the same dude. Sorry, bro. You're ugly. I don't care for them. I think they're money stealers. You stink, bro. Where did you come from? Did you just poop out a little one? Anyway, is marriage. And I don't know if I totally agree with the marriage portion of it, but I do imagine the fact that we have so many skins in Minecraft, and it'd be really cool if these guys wore some of those skins as like people. So there is a mod pack in Minecraft on PC that's called Minecraft Comes to Life. And it basically gives each person a name. Like they've got a bar above their head and they each have a name. They have health, so you can see their health. Like this guy, I don't know how much health he has. You suck, bro. They have their name above their head and whether they're male or female, so you can tell if it's a Jenny, you know. And they're wearing a skin, either a male or female skin, and then they have their name corresponds with that, and you could interact with them other than just trade. You can, like, if you right-click them, they'll have a speech bubble. Hi, how are you? And you can select those. Maybe that's not necessarily a thing that would be added, but it'd be really cool if these villagers can wear skins, and they wouldn't just be villagers. They could just wear the skins that are available in the game of Minecraft, so they're not all just the same dude. Hey, bro. But if it said, you know, Jenny the Butcher, or Jenny the Farmer, or Joey the Blacksmith above their head, at least you would know their name. Hey, Jamie, how's it going, bro? or Jeff. Hey, Jeff. And it had their title above it, you know, the farmer. At least we would know what they are, as opposed to, you know, just their color of their coat. And that can go there. And we would have a name for them and a look to them, which would be a little more unique than just this ugly skin, which is getting old. Villagers are great. They can be useful, don't get me wrong, but it's getting really, really old, and all I think of them is as this robot-looking ugly bald dude. Anyway, but yeah, dudes, that's basically it. Just me flying around this world and wanted to talk about all the things that I think should be in the game of Minecraft. Again, this is just my opinion. You guys let me know what you guys think, and I would love to know what you guys think should belong in the game of Minecraft, or if you agree with any of my suggestions, or if you disagree with any of my suggestions. Again, they're just that. They're suggestions that either I found online or some that I came up with on my own, as I'm sure a lot of you dudes and dudettes have thought of a lot of these as well. So yeah, dudes, if you guys like this video, if you guys give me a big fat thumbs up down below, it's greatly appreciated. And if you're at all new to our channel, if you guys click that subscribe button, helps the channel out a great deal. If you click the little icon, the little bell, it turns on notifications and it lets you dudes and dudettes know when we upload our daily videos. And until next time, guys, see ya!